Scorpio, and welcome to your relationship love reading for October 2018. And I have got so many impressions going on in my head when I look at your reading. I think I'll have to clarify a few times. And I'm thinking back to your general reading, and there was a real feeling of love and openness, okay? When I look at this reading here, I'm getting some openness and some need to withdraw and be a little bit guarded, okay? Now, we can never make generalizations. What a lot of it, because this card, the Seven of Wands, for example, okay? A lot of people regard as a guarded energy, and to be guarded is negative. But actually, I don't really get that as a truth, because in some cases what we need to be is to keep people at bay and to have healthy boundaries, especially for a Scorpio, because a Scorpio carries the archetype of so much memory of abandonment and loss of trust, okay? So to say to a Scorpio to be completely open, I wouldn't even dream of it, okay? Because there's a reason why sometimes we're open and sometimes our energy is a little bit more withdrawn. And if you're in an abusive situation, being open is the last thing that you need to do. So there's a lot going on in this reading. I'm back doing my weeklies from next week, so maybe see how the situation's evolving. Your central message is the Strength card, which is Leo. It's also about the heart. It can represent, in certain cases, a little bit of holding back energy, okay? Some Scorpios might still be overcoming a very, very difficult situation. And the Strength card is about being resourceful, being in your power, looking at your North Star and walking firmly in that direction, okay? But your best path to follow is the Ten of Discs. So the Ten of Discs is a very, very open card. So look at the heart. It's open, so people can come and people can go. So it's a very big card about generosity. It is a Pentacle card, but it's much deeper than that. It's about emotionally being generous and being very, very open. But there's still a little bit of a zigzag here between keeping some boundaries and being open. And personally, I don't class that as a negative, but other people might regard my readings as different, okay? Now, what lies behind you is a beautiful High Priestess. There might, in an existing relationship, there might be, the two of you might have been a little bit separate, okay? A little bit in your own world, a little bit in your own mystery, being deep within you. That's never really a negative. We need to go in there in order to come out. But the High Priestess can also be about keeping secrets, not revealing yourself completely, okay? But very interestingly, right underneath the High Priestess comes a star. You've got loads of major arcanas. The Star card is Aquarius. It's also about being really, really vulnerable. She's naked in this deck. She's naked in all decks, the Star card, because she's not afraid of intimacy, and she's not afraid to reveal herself, because she's sharing the waters, which are her emotional nature. For some Scorpios, if there's been a little bit of difficulty in your relationship, this will be the healing stage, because the Star card is healing after the Tower, basically. So it's about patching things up, things becoming better. But for other Scorpios, the message is about being open and being transparent. But then comes the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is not a closed energy, because look, the door's half open and half closed. So you are communicating, you are letting people in, but there's still a little bit of guardedness. And your message seems to be that strange irony between being open and revealing yourself, being expressive, but still keeping some healthy boundaries. And I like the Seven of Wands because I've got so much Scorpio in my chart that I cannot not have some boundaries. And the Seven of Wands is with the Four of Wands, which is celebration. So if any of you are keeping someone out because of fear, I don't think there's any need to, by the way, with that Four of Wands and the Star card. But if you have a need to maintain boundaries, you need to respect that need, because you operate on your instincts, and your instincts will not be wrong, Scorpio. So if you've got a need to pull back, you pull back, okay? But do it with the spirit of openness. So we communicate, we express what's going on for us, okay? Now, the Chariot card is what's turning up in your environment. Can be a Cancer, but it's also about quite rapid movement. Now, what I like about the Chariot card is you're moving. So sometimes when we get ourselves in a mess, we've got different parts of us moving in different directions. The Chariot card knows which way it wants to go, and it's going for it. So even if you're starting a new bond, it's an existing relationship, and there's a need to pull your energy back, just express yourself. If there's a new love interest that you're interested in, it's okay to express yourself and then retreat, as long as you're keeping the flow of expression going on, which is the Star card, okay? Now, your hopes and fears is the Empress card. Again, the Empress is about the expression of love. She does, there might be a little bit of fears over the practical parts of your life with both these cards, okay? Because the Empress represents Taurus, so she's a very tangible side of love, okay? So there might be, there's a little bit, there's a little bit of fear around being totally open and vulnerable. These three cards would give me a sense of that. Okay? That there's something maybe, or this could be the other person's, a little bit of guardedness going on. Again, I don't particularly see that as a negative. But there's definitely a little bit of cautiousness about really expressing how you feel yet. Look, the Nine of Wands has appeared, which is a very, again, this is my PSD card. I've been hurt before, I'm not going to be hurt again, so sort of keeping something at bay. Again, the Seven of Wands is not totally, I quite like the Seven of Wands. I think it's about healthy boundaries, and until we know someone, or until we feel safe, as a Scorpio, you will not open up. The Nine of Wands, again, is a feeling of someone, either you or someone you're involved with, might be a little bit guarded and is not fully expressing themselves. Your outcome is the King of Pentacles, might be an earth sign person, or the King of Pentacles is, again, a very, very sensual energy. All the pentacles represent sensuality. So, again, as a Scorpio, the energy you need to incorporate is the energy of Taurus, which is slowness, safety, feeling secure, because until we feel secure, we cannot open ourselves up. The King of Pentacles is a very, very secure energy because he trusts in himself. He's safe enough to be open. Because there's a bit of a strange irony going on here. That the message is about openness. And I am not advocating, there's nothing about being closed here. But as a sense, Scorpio, that you're approaching the present with a memory of the past. And that memory might be based on pain. So there's still a need to keep something or someone at bay. The trick is to be in that Taurus energy, to feel secure, to feel safe, to know that whatever you've gone through, you survived because you did with that Strength card. To be in your sensuality, to feel safe, and to love in a very, very tangible way. Massage, being in the great outdoors, being very, bringing what's going on within you and being above board with it, being in the Pentacles, which is authenticity, realness, dialogue. It's an absolutely fascinating reading. I don't think I've made much sense of it, but follow the weeks as we go along because there's something very exciting happening here. And to tell a Scorpio to be totally open and transparent is not going to happen, okay? Transparency, yeah, because you carry within you the memory of betrayal. So we cannot get rid of that completely. And I think that's what the Seven of Wands is about. It's about letting people in slowly, and the King of Pentacles, feeling safe, feeling secure, realising you've survived every day of your life up until now. And you'll continue to as a Scorpio, I can guarantee you. Anyhow, I'm intrigued what's happening here. And I read for enough of yous to know sort of what's going on here, but I'm trying to be objective, like the Star card, see the bigger picture. Something beautiful is happening here, guys. I really, really guarantee it. I really like your energy, and I loved your general reading as well. So I'll be back next week. So if you think this is really confusing, just see how things are evolving. Don't jump to conclusions, because jumping to conclusions is the Nine of Wands. I've been hurt before and I ain't been hurt again. That's called trauma, okay? And we don't need to operate on the vibration of trauma. We can trust, which is the King of Pentacles, okay? Loads of love, guys. Bye.